Baby, I was watching Nene Leaks on Carlos King. This is part 2 of their interview together. And they got to talking about Kenya, and Kenya is bored. And I don't feel like Kenya is bored. I feel like Kenya is boring. And I think a lot of y'all, I know, this this go right over y'all head, but I just feel like Kenya has always been a one-trick pony. I told y'all her glory seasons was season 5, season 6, 7, 8, maybe some of 9. It just seemed like after that point, in my opinion, Kenya checked out. She just, I don't know. I don't know. I don't know. I just feel like she clocked out after season 9. Now she got Kim Zolciak together, season 10. I will give her that. But I didn't like that game that she was playing with Nene season 12. I don't know. She was acting like she couldn't forgive Nene and move on. And nobody's saying, you got to kiss Nene's ass. But just move on. Just move forward. She had used to be really ass kissy. Okay? Yes, I'm saying that, guys. Towards Nene. She used to be like that. Go back and watch. This is season 5 and 6. Yes, Nene, whatever you want, Nene. And, she really wanted to be cool with Nene. And it's like, once she got in between Nene and Marlo's friendship, then it's like, oh, I'm going to stop playing that game with you. I don't need you anymore to, succeed on this show. And that's how I've always used to look at Kenya. Like, why y'all think she threw that damn charity event? Trying to get back good with Nene. Okay? This is what? After that pillow talk thing? Okay? Instead of apologizing. Okay? But yeah, they talked about KANDI. They need somebody there to activate KANDI. Yeah, because KANDI just go drink her water, eat her food, and collect her check. So, yeah, they are just there. They are just, they bring a lot of division to the cast, to the group. We need some new women. And those two especially, I realize they need to go because they don't know how to move on from stuff. That's KANDI and Kenya. They try to get everybody to be their friend, and child, I'm over it. Okay? I'm over it. Sonya likes Marlo and Sheree. Y'all just got to deal with that. Everybody ain't gonna run and take your side, KANDI, because you've been on the show 100 years. No one cares. People have to like you. I feel like KANDI feels like I can buy people. Like Portia, I cast you in my play. You owe me. I did a lot for you. Sonya, I went out of town with you. I don't do that with everybody. Now you owe me. Oh, you sitting up with other women while they talking about me. Like, the name of the game. Was she talking about you? Well, you didn't defend me at all. And like, girl, you don't need to be defended. Okay? Let the girls talk. You know what they do on this show? She can't take your side, with every little battle if she don't agree with what you're doing, or you going against somebody that she y'all don't like, and this is collectively, fans included, y'all don't like she like Marlo. That's it. That's the only reason why people don't like Sonya. That's the only reason. Okay? Nene mentioned how Marlo is the main one that's clocked in. I told y'all, love her or hate her, she's clocked in. Okay? I did enjoy Marlo more as a friend. Like when I go back, I do miss her being a friend because I feel like she just fit better then. She did. She really did, but she's a housewife. And it is what it is. You know, I'm interested in her and her nephew's story. I like Sonya. I just don't really care for Sheree like that. I could take or leave Sheree. Nene mentioned that Sheree and Martell ain't together. See, she don't even believe their relationship. And this is what I have to tell y'all. When you are real, your shit is gonna make sense. That's why I like Nene. Nene was with Greg. That made sense. They had ups and downs, but it made sense. She had her 2 boys. She had her domestic violence foundation. Makes sense. She went through it. You know, all of it, like, it makes sense. But Kenya and the fake boyfriends, Walter did an interview saying that she hired him, and I believe a lot of what he was saying, because if you're with somebody, why are you trying to pressure them into getting married and having a baby? Why are you doing that? And then you flirting with all these other men while y'all out of town on vacation. It just don't make sense. Okay, stunts and shows. I told y'all that was always Kenya's undoing. Doing all that fake stuff. So yeah, it's entertaining, but does she pay a price for it? Absolutely. Okay? Absolutely. Melody. But, you know, the whole situation with Mark, fake. And she, like, in the beginning of her relationship, she love bombs the audience with the person. Oh, they're so great. Oh, they're so smart. Or they're so sexy. Oh, they so good in bed. And then as he ain't no good. He did this. He broke my camera. This happened. I ain't met his parents. Okay, he doesn't want to move to Atlanta. He don't want to be on the show. We got Brooklyn. Now I'm filing for custody, and I'll file for divorce after that, and then it takes us 3-4 years to get divorced, and now we're getting a divorce longer than we was in our marriage, and somebody is supposed to take all that seriously. Team Twirl, y'all ought to be ashamed of yourselves. Stop playing with us, can ya? Okay, so that's why she will never be the star of the show. You will never be. Okay, you will never be, honey. What did Quad tell Toya? You will never be. I'm what you wanna be. I'm what you wanna be. What she tell that girl? You might as well get a double wide since you always on the move. Because Toya and Eugene always move. I wonder if they moving this season. Married to Medicine, honey. They better not. They better not. Nene talked about her friendship with Wendy Williams. I feel like Wendy was on drugs. I felt like she scrutinized Whitney Houston for all them years, and she was just like her, if not worse. You know, and I think it really hurt Wendy that Kevin dogged her out, had that baby on her, and was living his life with his mistress. I think that hurt her heart, even though she, you know, knew that he had been messing around on her with that lady for some time. I just think all of that, it hurt her. Like that baby situation, that was the last straw with Wendy. I think she got some type of depression disorder. I really do. Wendy is a Cancer woman. She's a dark-sided Cancer, honey. She thought she was better than Nene. That's why she was talking like that. She thought that she was better, and I really worked hard, and girl, you was on radio, shit, okay? And Nene's personality is just better than yours. Like, if she could be cool with a Nene, I think she would be happy with her life. She would be able to navigate Hollywood in a social way. You have to know how to be social with people. That could help your business. That helps your personality. That helps your personal life. You always have a friend. She should have really nurtured and cherished that friendship that Nene was trying to give her. Okay, trust me, a dark-sided Cancer, they need that. And honey, I love me some Sagittarius women. Okay, my grandmother was a Sagittarius woman, honey, December 2nd. Okay, how you doing, Grandma? But honey, yeah, she threw, Nene under the bus and the media. Well, she's over there and I'm over here. Girl, she actually got a man that loves her. They had a baby together. Like, Greg was a great husband. He was a hell of a better husband than Kevin. Big Kev. Okay? So, and I just think that Wendy was going through a lot, and when you're going through a lot and you're not taking care of yourself mentally and emotionally, your relationships are going to suffer. You're suffering, so everything around you is going to suffer. And Wendy, I don't know, it seemed like she wants to be a loner, but you have to be able to make friends. That's the name of the game. You ain't got to be everybody's friend, but like Nene said, bitch, you need 2 friends that you don't talk about, that you don't drag. Okay, that you don't throw under the bus, that you don't gaslight. And, Wendy didn't want to play the game, and look at where she's at now. Okay, she would have had that soft place to land with Nene. Hell, they could have did a business venture together. White women, they do it all the time, but with black women, too competitive. And I would say that's more on Wendy's side. And I think she's threatened by Nene. I do. I think that she knows that Nene's personality is like bigger than hers. It is. And it's better. It's more social and fun. And, what I wish Carlos and Nene would have talked about is season 12 of Real Housewives of Atlanta, and how Kenya and KANDI kept coming for her. They're quiet now because she's off the show, and I think that they like that. But I really wish they would have addressed that season. But yeah, Nene gave Kenya her props. She said she was good for the show. She gave her a lot more than what I would have gave her, because I didn't like how she was acting season 12. Nene talked about, I told y'all, she also talked about how KANDI conveniently chose to forgive Portia, but she held a grudge towards her. But Nene, how about towards Phaedra? Because I told y'all, like, that's how I knew that whole thing. She ain't that mad at no damn Phaedra, because you would have stayed mad at Portia. Okay, and neither one of them shouldn't have been able to come back if it was that serious, because I felt like Portia was worse than Phaedra. Okay? I felt like, I don't know. I've heard Portia talk about that situation way more than Phaedra. So, but yeah, she was conveniently mad all them years at Phaedra. That was the undoing of Real Housewives of Atlanta, when Phaedra didn't come back and we had like a question mark and like, dang, what happened? What made Phaedra do that? We needed to see more. But some of the ladies, they refused to film with her. But after the years began to roll by, most of the ladies was open to Phaedra coming back. It was KANDI that held the grudge. And I feel like that's why Real Housewives of Atlanta is on this sinking ship. Okay? Because that question, it was never answered. It was never answered, like, about Phaedra and why did she do that and what was really, I believe it was more to the story. I do. But Kandi conveniently forgave Portia. She wanted to be at that wedding around the who's who. Okay? And then I was like, didn't you have Fallon on your show? I'm like, yeah, just fake. I told y'all don't be listening. I be telling y'all, okay? Me and Nene, honey, we see each other. We be having the same thoughts and opinions. Oh, Nene gave it up to Claudia Jordan, season 7, for going toe-to-toe with her. I knew as a Nene fan that, Nene wasn't expecting that from Claudia, and Claudia, like saying the stuff that she said, even though I felt like the reads were a bit rehearsed, because it was like, we all know Nene is a stripper. But the bridemaid, that we can admit that was funny. I did feel though that Claudia was a bit corny as a housewife. Because you could just tell they was trying to make her into something she wasn't. She didn't have a husband. There was no children. She wanted to use her being biracial as a storyline. Girl, you cannot do that. And that's why she wasn't back. She didn't really have, she was funny, but she didn't know how to let go of stuff. She was starting to get on my damn nerves. Like, she would keep starting up arguments with people, and it's just like, girl, learn to just move on, let stuff go. Nene had to keep apologizing to her, because she would always start up on Nene, but Nene said she respected her and told Carlos and somebody else, one of the producers, that they made the wrong housewife a housewife, which is Demetria. They felt like Claudia should have been the housewife because she had more of the personality, so that's why she was allowed, to be a housewife for the rest of the season. Nene said that they pulled her talk show deal. They pulled that after she got into it with Wendy, and she called Wendy Wendell, and yeah, but Wendy was talking real slick at the mouth to Nene, and I don't think that Wendy wanted Nene to get ahead. No way. Like, I would have been done with Wendy after that. So Nene is a good one. She talked about her being a Sagittarius and they're very forgiving. I don't know about that, Nene. My child's father is a Sagittarius. And yes, he would get over stuff very quickly, but shit, he was the one that started all the shit. So that's, look, that's what I say to that, okay? Carlos asked Nene about her being blackballed. She said for a while she wasn't able to work. This is the thing, okay, because I went through this myself. When you speak up, when you take a stand at the workplace, people don't like it, okay? They don't like that. A lot of companies are ran like plantations. You are not to speak up for yourself, but they can treat you anyway, and they will gaslight you and be like, well, why are you talking back? And we know damn well don't nobody go off for no reason, okay? Obviously, you're being disrespected, and if you report it to HR will always tell you, ladies and gentlemen, listen up. They will always tell you, we're here for you. We just want to know what's going on. Yeah, right. Run and fast. Okay, they don't give a damn about you. They go protect the person that you are complaining about even more. Don't ask me why that is, but that is just the way it is. Okay? That's what it is. That's why it's a very good thing to be an entrepreneur. It's a very good thing to be an entrepreneur. That way you don't even have to deal with that. A lot of it is, degrading. Um, it's an insult to your intelligence. That behavior is dismissive, it's abusive, it's avoidant, it's disrespectful to your pride. And we all have an ego. I would like for people to stop thinking that only rich people have egos. We are all human. We all got an ego. We all got a swag about something. Okay, we all got a little something about ourselves, honey, that we crazy about. And we not gonna let, nobody, play us when it comes to, what we stand for, what we represent, what we have to bring to the table. And y'all know how Nene is. She's a no-nonsense woman. She don't take shit. Some people will say, well, that's her downfall and she should have bowed down and been humble. Some of you mammies, you did the same shit when Monique went out here complaining about the Netflix deal and she expects to, get paid what the white girls get paid and, other people, okay? The other people that's out in the world making big money, she want their money too, and she has great talent and she should be compensated for her talents and her gifts. And, and for the energy that she brings to her projects. All people want to be compensated for, their time. And the quality, that they bring to whatever project. But yeah, we have a lot of black people that just feel like you should shut up, be quiet, bow down, acquiesce, just go along to get along. You should just go along with whatever, they are giving you. She talked about how she would start out, with one season of maybe 20 some episodes, then it went down to 18, then 12, then 10, then 6. And she's just like, why am I getting 6 episodes? Because you're unhappy. So she probably complained. And instead of them addressing her issues, they figured they would be passive aggressive and dismissive because let's be honest, they don't give a damn about Nene as a talent. She is a black woman. They showed a lot of favoritism towards Kim. Kim didn't have to go on all the trips. She still got her check. I think Croy even allegedly threatened Andy, or Bravo with a gun, okay? I heard that story. Y'all know damn well if that was somebody black that did that, they would be out of a job. And when I see black people, my people, acting stupid when it comes to that. Yeah, but just Nene, it was her attitude, and yeah, okay, you may not like everything that Nene does, but does she deserve to be treated like that? No, she don't deserve that. You don't do that to people. Okay, you pay people what they are worth, and you don't allow your own kind to just show up for work and not put in any damn work. That's not right. And all the girls agreed to that. They all, I guess, would have group chats and would agree that Kim, gets treated special. And we all know it's because Kim is white. And that's not right. But I bet none of them girls speaking up like that. Because people play a game when it comes to their job. And I get it. But at the same time, unless you speak up, there will be no change. So Nene took one for the team. Okay? Because the rest of them, they ain't gonna take one for the team like that. They don't care about the integrity of the show the way that Nene does. This goes back to her shooting the pilot, not the first season, but the pilot to get a first season of a show like this. So it's so personal for her. So yeah. Child. Nene talked about Did we talk about Sheree, and Sheree can't be the anchor of the show? Sheree ain't even with Martell's. I was like, see, Nene she don't even believe in that relationship. Sheree is immature, and she's no better than Nene. Okay? And like Nene said, who else they gonna really get to do it? They figure because Sheree is getting older, but just because you are older, it doesn't mean you are mature and you have did your work enough. And all the girls need to respect you. Kandi don't respect her. Kenya don't respect her. They don't respect her work ethic. Sonya, don't none of them girls respect her like that. All of them girls, go back to what Nene and Carlos was talking about, season 6, the Savannah trip. They respected Nene. They did. They all went to her. You know? They respected her. Seasons 5 and 6, just look. Everybody would look to Nene. Because she was the leader of the group. The matriarch of the group. And Nene was a hustler. She was way different from Sheree. She had a swag. She got a personality to her. She cool. She's everybody's favorite auntie, honey. Okay, she's a mother, a wife. Like, she does it all. And what do you get with Sheree? She was divorced from crooked-eyed ass Bob Whitfield. She by Sheree, it took hella long to launch. She don't do all the jobs that Nene do. And, Sheree just has different values. She has different priorities. And that's fine. But everybody ain't gonna respect everybody in the same way. Do you understand what I mean? Jelly bean. You just not gonna respect her like that. And this period. Portia can't be the leader of the pack because she a hoe. There ain't nobody respecting no hoe. Ain't nobody respected, what she did, and I know some of y'all like, well, she married to the man now, but she gonna go down in history for that. That was her undoing. Okay? That was her undoing right there. And Claudia told it though. One thing I will say with Claudia, she spoke the truth about Portia. There was a time where Portia was really liked and really, but she lacks the maturity. I remember my mother saw the show. She was like, that girl right there, she immature. She always said that about Portia. And Portia is immature. I didn't understand what she was talking about. I thought the girl was a bit dingy, a little special. Some people are, a little bit more special than others, honey. I'm not here to judge. But yeah. Oh, she's special, all right. Special, honey. Trying to be with somebody else's husband, honey. Okay. So you gonna go down in history for that, boo-boo. Okay. Sheree has bad taste in men. We saw Greg Leaks act like a father to some of these women. I mean, he act like a brother. He was a brother to Cynthia. Who the hell we look at, who do we look at like that? We damn sure don't look at Martell Hook-Headed Holt like that. So Sheree, her setup is raggedy and we're not buying it. She talked about how Kandi ain't a star. Yeah, Kandi, mainly the people are sold, honey, on Kandi's family. And that's true. But a lot of people will say, well, Nene's just jealous and, she didn't get those opportunities and, she had her spinoff. But I don't think it's in Bravo's nature to really help the black girls have a spinoff. I just really don't, even with Kandi. Yeah, they've allowed her to do stuff, but they could have brought that Kandi and the Gang show back. They could have. A lot of people enjoyed that show. But, they only want Kandi to have so much. They want her to just be happy that she's there with them. That's how they treat you when you black. Just be happy, bitch, that you're here. We don't expect for you to try to win, So yeah, they playing with Kandi, but they'll take and leave her ass too and help out their own. That's why it's important for Carlos and Nene to clink, to link up. We gotta help each other. Okay, we gotta build each other up. But there's no loyalty a lot of times in the black community. It's too much competition. Even in our relationships. That's why they don't end up in marriage. Or people don't want to get married at all. You got some trust issues, like, and this shit it runs deep, but we'll have to talk about that, honey, on another video. But yeah, ain't none of them the star of that show. Kenya's storyline's way too fake. Girl, you're a joke. It's like it's not funny though. We're not laughing with you. We're laughing at you. Like, girl, like, no, and, like I told y'all, I feel bad for Kenya and the mom situation. And I wish she would kind of do more with that storyline. I do. Maybe start some type of foundation for girls like that, or have some type of club or something. I think she's a wonderful mom to Brooklyn. But, she could be doing a little bit more. But, she didn't got comfortable with her check, That's why they acting like that. That's why they acting all stagnant. And, her and Kandi, they holding the show up. Carlos was shocked that Nene would get a lot of offers to do podcasts. The offers would just die. Yeah, they blackball you, and it's like being in a narcissistic, abusive relationship. You're already being treated bad. You go to speak up for yourself and you get punished for speaking up for yourself. Well, it was how she did it. It don't matter how she would have did it. It don't matter when she would have did it. It would have ended up the same way because of the color of her skin. And you can't tell me otherwise. Okay? The way that, what's that? Teresa, Giudice, and I told y'all that's my girl, by the way, but yeah, she knocked down Andy and still got to keep her job. I done told y'all all the stuff that Kim did. Okay, like the rest of these women on this show have fought. Nene never did that. One of y'all mentioned that Nene, she had pulled Kim's wig. No, she didn't. That was Sheree that did that. And Nene always said, because she got called out by Portia on the season 8 reunion, because Portia was like, didn't you choke somebody? She said, I bet you won't see it on camera. Okay, girl, come on, Nene. Yeah, Nene was no nonsense. I don't take note from anybody. I'm gonna tell you like it is. Very articulate, this beautiful, tall woman, she's a boss. She's bossy, The same reasons they loved her was some of the same reasons for why certain people hated her, But Andy, I caught him saying, yeah, that diva attitude. He wrote something. I'll talk about it a little bit more because they talked about Nene in the Housewives book. She should have been featured in there. She wasn't even featured in there. It's like, what is y'all doing? Okay? What is y'all doing? Nene talked about Kenya. I told y'all. She talked about Kenya as far as, people used to have a lot of respect and admiration for Kenya. She was Miss USA, and she got on here with low self-esteem. Okay, begging Walter to marry her and impregnate her. I remember the Phaedra said, it is the dog that chases the cat. I said, come on. Some ain't clean, honey, in the buttermilk. That's what she said about Kenya. Phaedra had a very special way of reading without cursing. I admire her for that. Like, she had a way of getting you together. You like, did I get red? I don't feel red. Yeah, Phaedra, yeah. You know, you wouldn't have to. I caught myself a couple of times rewinding it. Like, did she read that person? And Phaedra beat it, got your ass together. You don't even know it. You know, so Phaedra brought that to the table. But yeah, a lot of people lost a lot of respect, you know, for Kenya. You know, you Miss USA, you're beautiful, you know, nice body, low self-esteem, begging a man to marry you. And then you made fun of Phaedra's body and yeah, she fat and like, girl, everybody don't just like women your size. That's like saying that men like they women all one color. And they don't. They like all different shades. So I didn't like the body shaming she would do to Phaedra and KANDI. But she really did it, you know, to Phaedra because she didn't like Phaedra. But I'm like, shit, Phaedra over there with Apollo, and I know y'all like, yeah, but he a jailbird. Yeah, but Apollo was fine, honey. Phaedra was able to get him. Okay. But yeah, I didn't like that. And then, you know, you're flirting with her man. Like, Kenya would flirt with Apollo and then, you know, accuse him of having AIDS, you know, and you was with a convicted felon. And you wasn't saying all that when you was flirting with her man. You wasn't saying all that stuff then. So, Kenya girl, like, she became a joke, you guys. Like, people did not like Kenya back in the day. None of the guys I ever talked to like her. They hated her. I'm telling you, I didn't like her ass either. So I felt like they was at the right place, honey. We all love Nene. That's one thing we all agreed upon, you know. Nene mentioned how the girls that are there now, I think she met some of them. She don't feel like they are stars. She don't get the girls that are friends to the show. I don't either. Mayetta can go. She does nothing. She be up Kenya and KANDI's ass. And it's annoying. And I get, you know, when you cool with somebody, but to me it'd be like every little thing. And that's not good because that means you don't have the best intentions, honey. Okay? Like, really make your own way on the show. You know, by just having something, you know, I don't know. I don't know. I just don't like that about Mayetta. I don't respect it. I feel like it's like very like 4th and 5th grade, very immature. Courtney, you know, Courtney is corny. But honey, I was here for how she got Kenya together. I said, get her. Get her. Ooh, child, that was funny. You know, yeah, the show is going downhill. You know, they need to recast. You know, Carlos and Nene agreed to that. You know, start over, start fresh. Drew is too much of an actress. Drew, I see, be trying to withhold her business that she need to be sharing. Okay. But yeah, I just feel like a lot of the women don't trust Drew, and I need Drew on Lifetime. I need her to finish out. She could do one more season of Housewives, but then she needs to go to Lifetime and take Kenya with you. Okay? Nene said that Portia has the potential to be a star. We already kind of talked about that. I told y'all, she already put that nail in her coffin. She said that Phaedra, she didn't really see her as a star, more as an entrepreneur. I agree. I think, though, Phaedra definitely was a star of Real Housewives of Atlanta. Because she brought something different than the other ladies. She was an attorney. She was in the funeral home business, honey. She was interesting. She was eccentric. She dated a man that, you know, was in prison, and she's an attorney, you know, like, you didn't know what to expect from Phaedra. You know, she could be professional. She could be with the hood boogers. Like, you know, Phaedra was that girl. So, I grew to like Phaedra. I think I started to like Phaedra maybe, I want to say season 6 is when I really started to like Phaedra. I just thought she was lighthearted, funny, shady. I love her and Portia together. Um, I think she's a lot better than some of the other girls. Carlos said that he feel like Nene should be on the same level as Kim Kardashian or bigger. Yeah, definitely. And Nene really earned it, you know? She really earned it. She didn't just, you know, sleep her way to the top, okay? But Kim is a hard worker too, though, in her own right. So, but you know, we know what helped Kim out at first. So let's be clear, honey. Okay. Carlos and Nene talk about going on tour together. I'm here for it. I think they have something magical. I want it more, you guys. I want like a part 3, a part 4. Carlos knows we want it. I love him and Nene talking candidly. Carlos cried. And I was like, finally, Carlos, you cry about some shit that, you know, is worth crying about. Because Melody and Martell, we don't want them back together. I don't want my girl back in a burning house. Okay? But yeah, Carlos feels like Andy and Bravo, they need to forgive Nene. They need to, you know, move on. I agree. I don't think she wants to go to the Real Housewives of Atlanta. She says she would come back for the fans. I don't know if Nene needs to be back on the show. I'm just ready to see Nene on something new. Because I don't think that if she comes back, they are going to treat her right. I think that they are the type of people, you know, typical corporate America, you know, you complain. It's not how she complained, guys. It's the fact that she did. It's always that, okay? Get out of this damn fairy tale that you got to do stuff in such the correct way. No, you don't. No, you don't. They don't like the fact that she complained. It's just like, yeah, but we gave you money, but we gave you all this money. Yeah, but you could be giving somebody a whole bunch of money and abusing them. And they still cannot be happy. Money cannot fix everything. Okay? Can't fix everything. You have to respect people. You have to have boundaries. I saw the show for what it was, season 11, when she said, get out of my closet, and they went anyways. And then they played victim. This is Andy, this is Bravo, this is some of the girls. They played victim once she pulled that cameraman's shirt and was trying to stop him from going into her closet. Shout out to Eva Marcel. She was the only one on the season 11 reunion that had Nene's back. She admitted that cameraman was wrong, because Andy got to saying, yeah, he ended up in the hospital, and do we feel bad? No, we don't. We don't feel bad for him because she told his ass no. No means no. So you just go force your way whenever you force anything on somebody, okay? That's another version of RAPE, in my opinion. A lot of stuff, you guys, it doesn't have to be sexual, okay? They violated her boundaries, her space, when they did that. They showed right then and there they had no respect for her. None. But yet these white women can damn near knock Andy down, flip over tables, fight, throw stuff. And then somebody compared Nene to Tammy Roman. Nene and Tammy Roman are nothing alike. Like, y'all need to quit. Nene is more, I'm gonna get you together. Tammy Roman used to be a Power Ranger. Okay, homegirl had to fight, and I don't like all of that. That's why Tammy was never my girl like that. I do like her, and I do like her new show. So shout out to Tammy, because she has grown a lot. Okay, but Nene was never that girl. Not like Tammy. She had a slick mouth, but she wasn't into all that fighting. Okay, yeah, to really cross her, Kim. And Kim ended up stealing Kandi's baby name, Cash. She ended up stealing that, and the royalties of Tardy for the Party. And Nene tried to warn Kandi about Kim, but see, that's that thing with Kandi where, oh, I don't want to listen to you. I look at you a certain way. I'm going to trust this white lady. No. That white lady, honey, turned on you, Kandi. Okay? I really loved how Carlos advocated for Nene, and I kind of like when Carlos cries, because he be making me cry. But I really like that he had that moment for Nene, because Nene needs somebody, you guys, to simply have her back. Greg is not here anymore. Bryson has his own issues, Brent trying to figure out the lounge and, his own life and health issues. Nene doesn't have a significant other anymore. I think that if Nene could get more opportunities professionally, if people would stop blackballing her and, doing all this weird ish to her, I think that, life would be good for Nene again. I think it's good now. She said that, she's not broke and she's able to do some jobs here and there, but she's not able to work the way she really wants to work. So hopefully, these interviews, it really helps her. My girl is almost at that part 1 of that sit down, that's almost at 1 million. It's gonna reach 1 million, you guys. And I'm so happy. I told my daughter, I was like, I am so happy for, Nene, like she getting all this attention, because she deserve it. Like Carlos said, she has did a lot for the reality TV genre. I love just how he's supporting her. Black men, this is what we need from you all. Okay? And hell, black people, period. People, okay? This is what we gotta do. This is what we gotta do for people. We gotta give them grace. Like Carlos said, everybody makes mistakes. Nobody is perfect. And people need to get over ish. He's just so right with that. But it's Bravo's ego, Andy's ego, they even tried to, remove Nene from, you cannot, what is, the fact that y'all tried to do that and people was not having that, because whether people like Nene or not, I think they have enough sense to know that she is Real Housewives of Atlanta, and without Nene, it would have never existed. It wouldn't have never been the hit that it was. This, whether you love Nene or hate her or whatever, we gotta agree. We gotta agree with that. She is definitely missed on the show, and I plan on following Nene, wherever she goes. I just want her to be treated the right way. I don't want just money opportunities for her, although we want that. But we want somebody to acknowledge her feelings. She's a human being. And you have allowed your own kind to act up, act a fool, not show up for work, not go on trips, knock Andy down, flip over tables. Nene ain't did all of that. And if she ever did, what did y'all do to her? Didn't she tell y'all her boundaries and you chose not to respect them? And that's gaslighting, you guys. What they did to her season 11 at that reunion, gaslighting. Because she told them they'll go in the closet and then they blamed her. Yeah, you knocked that man too foul. Yeah, you ripped his shirt. Oh, the hell, well, if I tell you don't go in my closet, then that's what the hell I mean. Point blank in the period. You know? So, yeah, they wanted to control Nene. And that's the thing with control. People, like if you are not the company's puppet, okay, they don't like what they can't control. Okay? So, they also talked about her not being welcome on Watch What Happens Live. She's the housewife that's been on there the most, and they talked about how Real Housewives of Atlanta has helped Watch What Happens Live. Yeah. Because what is Andy doing? And I notice he tries to connect it after Real Housewives of Atlanta or after Married to Medicine. He always tagging it on to another show just for somebody to watch it. And why is he doing that? Because he knows that show can't stand on its own. Okay? I can tell by their reaction to Nene that they are wrong. Them trying to remove her and just all the little shady, slick things they've did, it's wrong. It's abuse. You already abused her. Okay? Whether I run over you once or twice, either way, I meant to run you over. That's the message. You already did that. Why would you do it again? Just, I don't know. I just don't like how black women are treated in the workplace. I feel like we get treated in some pretty inhumane ways. We do. I have some stories, you guys. I really do. I won't be telling them today, but I done been through some stuff. So I can only imagine what, Nene has went through. But yeah, once you speak out, oh yeah, they will take opportunities from you. They will turn other people against you. It's really sad. And, it wasn't ever going to be a nice way for her to come out and say what she needed to say about Bravo. So y'all can get rid of that excuse, okay? But that's all I got, okay? That's all I got to say about this. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. I'm your girl, Brand New, and I will check you guys out in the next video.